Hi everyone, I'm Tom and today I'm going to be playing the digital version of Mystic Vale, a game that I've very much fallen back in love with. And this digital version, I'm playing the Steam edition, but it's available on iOS and Android and I think consoles and things. We'll look into that. It's definitely on phones and stuff. Anyway, it includes the first 3 expansions. Well, they're available if you pay for them. It includes them, and they are Veil of Magic, Veil of the Wild, and Mana Storm. I'm going to be turning all of those on and including all the amulets and stuff. Let's get to playing and see how all of this works. I did do a playthrough of the cardboard version back in 2016 that you can see on the channel if you want to see what it looks like in action. But for the digital version, so I've got myself set up here as the human player, and then the AI player here has a difficulty. I've got it set to, I think I can win quite well on just normal difficulty in the middle, so I've bumped it up a little bit. And the AI is going to be the Beast Brothers. You can change the victory point pool size for if you want a quick game or a longer game. I'm just going on the standard, and you can choose which expansions you want to include, and from the second and third expansions where they include amulets and leaders, you can decide whether you want to include those or not in your game. I'm just going to throw it all in there, but I'll be explaining everything as I go, so if you are completely new to Mystic Vale, hopefully you won't end up lost. So it's going to set up all of the game and do all of the shuffling and everything for us. Studying the magic tomes. Here we go. So first of all, we need to select an amulet. Now if you played it just without expansions, you know, the mana token you get when you push your luck too far and you have to lose your turn, you get to flip over your mana token and you'll get an extra mana for the next turn, which is the currency of the game you buy your advancements with. In the expansions, if you use amulets, then instead of just getting a mana, you get a different effect. So we've got these two things here, the Wildfire Ember and the Rootwood Charm. So the Rootwood Charm is going to lose me 4 points if I take it. If I do spoil though and miss a turn, I would get to flip it, and if I was to spoil in the future, I could evoke this, flip it back to its grey side, to gain a growth. So normally you draw until you've got 3 decay, and you can push your luck, keep drawing cards. There's no set hand size in Mystic Vale. You keep drawing cards until you've got 3 decay, but if you would draw a 4th, you spoil, growth cancels out decay. So it gives you another chance if you were to spoil. The Wildfire Ember is special because you can spend 3 money to flip it. Instead of just only being able to flip it when you spoil and when you've missed a turn, kind of as a commiseration prize, you get to pay to use this one. And I like that you can just gain a money as normal, as with the normal mana token from the base game, or you can choose a card and it will gain 2 of this helmet symbol until the end of the turn. And there's a lot of cards in Mystic Vale that will do special things based on how many helmet symbols they've got on them. I do like that. I will say, by the way, this has taken many attempts to try and get all of the technicals right while I've been messing about with all of this stuff. I did a great playthrough, I thought, with loads of stuff that involved these helmet symbols, and sadly that's lost to the ages. Because I got the leader that's got you loads of helmet things on there. Anyway, that's beside the point. What are leaders? They are cards that get slipped into one of your blank cards. You lose a blank card and get a leader instead. And they will give you certain benefits, certain points. And later on in the game, you can upgrade them to get even more. So Hempero, the healer over here, gets you a growth token to start the game with. So the potential to draw more cards right from the get-go. 2 points at the end of the game. And it's 3 to upgrade him. Nepeto the Gardener, in your harvest phase, which is the main part of your turn, you get to gain a fertile soil, which is a cheap card to get more money later on. So just get that for free, as well as any purchases you make normally. It's worth 3 points, and it's 5 to upgrade him. So if we do upgrade them, it's one of your purchases for a turn. On a turn of Mystic Vale, you can buy 2 advancements and 2 Veil cards. So it counts as one of them. They're upgraded sides, so the healer just gets you a growth token. If he's upgraded, it gets you a growth token and a mana, and you can discard some of the advancements that are available, immediately replenish them, and maybe get a better choice of the advancements you can buy. Nepeto goes from just getting you a fertile soil to having a growth token on as well, and you can either gain a fertile soil or buy a 3rd advancement for 2 less mana. And it's worth 4 points when you flip it over. I do like the idea of having a healer from the get-go. Nepeto is better for, you know, increasing your buying power, just getting you a load of those fertile soils early on. But I like the idea of discarding things and having a better choice. So Beast Brothers is going first, and you can kind of see an animation of what they're doing. But like in the real game, I'm not that bothered about what they're doing. You can have a look at their player area and see what they've got out, see how much money and everything that they've got in case, you know, you really want something and you're deciding whether to push your luck or not. You can see whether they can afford it instead. And yeah, you can have multiple AIs on at the same time as well. I tend to just play 2 players because I like it. I like there being less animation time in between my turns. And yeah, probably more than any other digital board game. I've played a ton of Mystic Vale, especially recently. So it tells me here what I've got available. You can see from the cards in my field, I've got 1, 2, 3 mana symbols. I've got 2 decay here, and this is on my on-deck card. Now, it's got a decay on it, which counts for the limit, where you stop drawing. But you don't get anything else from the card, so the mana on it I don't get. I could press this and push, which would mean this would come into my field, and so I would have that mana to spend. But if the next card had decay on it, I would spoil. I would get to flip my token and get to use it in the future, but I would lose my turn. So with 3 money, what could we buy? There's the Fertile Soil, which just gets you a mana when that comes out again. They always cost 2. They are always available for as long as the stack lasts. There is 1 in each position on the card, because if you've played the board game, you'll know. But in case not, the cards in Mystic Vale, they start off with these things printed on them, and all of the advancements are kind of acetates, so they would just be a third of the card like this, and they get slid in. So you have to have a position on the card available for an advancement, apart from some special ones we might see later on. I do like the Deadwood Harvester. You can discard any other card in your field when the Deadwood Harvester comes out, and that might get rid of a decay for you and help you draw more cards. The Seedling, cancel all but 1 decay on the card, and comes with a mana as well, so I could get a card later that has decay on it, like say this Overgrowth, and it will be cancelled out, although it's in the same position as the Seedling, so we'd have to do a different card to that example. Some really nice growth cards out there, but they cost 5 and 6, and I don't think it would be a great idea to push that far just yet. I think I've got 3 money. I'm going to go for a Deadwood Harvester, so I'm not going to push my luck then. I'm happy with that. So I press the arrow to go into the harvest phase, and this is where I can buy it. It highlights everything that I can afford. And yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Deadwood Harvester. So I could put it on here, but that's the kind of card I would want to be discarding. One of your cursed lands. It's a money, but it's a decay. So I think I'm going to put it on this blank card. That's all I can do on the turn. So we can move on. And we're probably just getting a Fertile Soil to start off with, and nothing else. And that might be what I need to do because I've only got 2 money. But yeah, better than a Fertile Soil really. Unless you haven't got a position available for it, you might as well buy the Seedling, because it's got the mana that the Fertile Soil's got, but it also would cancel a future decay if you could put one at the bottom of this card. So that's what I'm going to go for. The Veils, by the way, you will get when you get these symbols. See, the Dawn Singer has got one on a yellow one there. You need different combinations to be able to buy these. And one great point of the digital game that you'll see here that I haven't mentioned yet is that not only do you get to see the full art, so this is representative of what the board game looks like. You get a little slice of it rather than a more full-looking picture, but also they're animated. A lot of them, well, some more than others, and they make sound effects when they're bought and stuff. It's really nicely done. Okay, so what do I want? I've got 3 money again, so we could just go for another Deadwood Harvester. We could go for a Nymph. The Nymph has a green veil symbol for every helmet symbol on the card, and it has a helmet symbol on. So that might be something to start with. Unfortunately, the other card with a helmet symbol that's cheap is in the same position, so I couldn't have them on the same card. That gives you a symbol from the get-go and gets you money for every symbol that's on it. But yeah, I'm going to go for the Nymph, I think. I'm happy with that, and I'll put it on a blank card so I can hopefully get more advancements with the helmet symbols on there later. So let's go through the harvest phase and see what the Beast Brothers are going to do. The Heartwood Healer. He's got 5 money and he's gone for that growth symbol. I always like to get the growth symbols. That's kind of that's just my strategy in deck builders. No matter what's available, I just want to be able to draw my entire deck if possible. So 3 mana again. Could get a Deadwood Harvester. I could push and try and get a Dawn Singer. We do have a Frostbane here, 2 mana on it. For only costs you 2 mana, will get you 2 in the future, but it loses you 2 points for taking it, and I am starting out a little bit behind. If I push though, I could get maybe the Frostbane and a Fertile Soil and really fill up, say, this card. I'm going to push my luck. Let's see where this goes. I didn't get a decay, so I am fine with that. I'm going to grab the Frostbane for there and another Fertile Soil, so when that card comes out in future, I'll get a nice chunk of mana from it. Okay, we've got Mist Silt have just come out. 2 Veil Symbols. Oh, here we go. Deadwood Harvest has come out, so the game is asking me which card I would like to discard. So it's any other card in your field. I actually haven't drawn any decay yet, so I don't want to discard any of these cards, unfortunately. So we'll just cancel that. And yeah, Mist Silt, it's already gone. Loses you 2 points, but gets you 2 Veil Symbols. So I think that's a good trade-off. So I'm having a great turn right here because I've got 10 money. So I don't want to push my luck and lose this opportunity. So we can look at the really expensive things. Life Bloom Orchids here. 2 points. Now, blue points are every time this card is played, you're going to get 2 points. The grey points are for the end of the game. So 2 points every time it's played and an extra 2 at the end. And a wild Veil Symbol. Purple is can be anything you like. Now, a Veil is highlighted because I've got a green and this one just costs a green. If you were to spoil, you may discard this card to discard your on-deck card. I think I might as well grab that because I can afford it and I'm not going to use that symbol for anything else. I would really like a Bear Totem, I think. Let's see, we could just go really expensive and get the Life Bloom Orchids. But I think... oh, that would get me points, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's go for it. We've been lucky, I think, and gotten a load of mana in one go. I'm just going to go for that expensive card, although my instinct is always to just go for the Bear Totem. I am usually messing about trying to get more growth while other people are just ploughing ahead and winning the game. But hey, that's the way it goes. Okay, so to balance out that great big money turn, we've just got 2 again. We have got the Giant Toad available, gain a point for every helmet on the card, but it doesn't come with a helmet symbol on. It comes with a brown Veil symbol. I think I would like to push and try and get this Field of Flowers. I've pushed my luck and spoiled, but that's not too bad because this that will get me extra helmet symbols could be good, especially if we can get something like the Dawn Singer. Oh, that's a really good turn for the Beast Brothers. They got 2 decent cards and a Veil. So again, I've only ended up with 2 money. And I haven't really got anything to use my amulet on. I would ideally like to push so that I had a blank card or something that wanted helmets on it. Oh, now, I've drawn 3 here, but my leader's come out with the growth symbol, so I've gone back down to 2 because it cancels 1 out. So I'm at 3 again. I do have this that lets me discard this card to discard your on-deck card. It's a great opportunity for this this Totem Chief out or the Dawn Singer. I'm going to risk it. Now I want this blank card out. It's a lot of pushing and I've spoiled, but I'm going to give up a point basically to discard my on-deck card and hope the next one hasn't got decay on it as well. Ooh, that's a relief. Okay, so I'm not going to push my luck any further than that. Haven't got anything with that wants helmet symbols yet. So we could go for the Totem Chief has a yellow for every helmet on the card. Or the Dawn Singer has a mana for every helmet on the card. I think... and we have the Beast Brother Champion there that just has at the bottom of the card a mana and a helmet. And this is special. This is from the expansions. You can put advancements over this, so you can put another middle one on top of it. Or you could slide it underneath a middle advancement, as long as it isn't one that's printed on the card like a Cursed Land would be. But I'm going to hope that's still there later. I'm going to put the Dawn Singer, I think, on the blank card. No, I'm going to put the Totem Chief. Yeah, I want Veil Symbols. Okay, and I do have a money left. No, I'm going to go for the Dawn Singer. Dawn Singer. Stick with it. Okay, so the end cards come out, level 1 advancements, gain a helmet symbol. I'm going to discard a Cursed Land from my field so that I can draw more things. That's another nice turn. 10 mana available, and we've got a green and a wild, so we should be able to get another Veil. I don't want to push my luck then. I am going to... now if I evoke my amulet, I can put 2 more helmets on here and get 2 more green. Is there something good for 3 green and a wild? We could get the Shimmering Waterfall, that's a load of points, but I could get that without evoking that, so I'll just save it. Okay, so we're going to grab that Leyline Nexus, that's just 2 points, doesn't do anything special beyond that. And then I've got 10 mana. Ooh, I can afford to grab... oh, unfortunately, the other one that wanted helmets has gone. I can grab the Beast Brother Champion to go on there, so that's another helmet added to it already. And I could also go for a bear totem to help me draw more cards. Now, ideally, I would put it on a card that had decay on it to just make sure that's cancelled out when that card gets played. I could also get another... I could evoke this just for the mana to buy a Night Vale Custodians, 2 points, 2 mana, and a green when that comes out. That might not be a bad idea. No, I'm gonna go for the bear totem. Bear totem on there, so that's a good card to come out to get rid of other bad things. Yeah, so that's going to be my turn, isn't it? And I've earned 2 points, so that's coming out of the victory pool. I think they're the first 2 from the victory pool. Maybe the leader of... Yeah, gain 2 points, but don't subtract them from the pool is Ashay's ability. Okay, so the nymph's straight back out. I've got 2 greens I can't do anything with. But I could add more greens and then buy this Shimmering Waterfall because my amulet's still unevoked. I don't want to push my luck because I can't use anything if I spoil. But what would I buy in terms of money? I would want, really, the Veil Bearer here. If there are 3 or more helmets on the card, he gains 1 of each symbol, and there would be. If I just had another... I can do it a risk-free way, though, and just evoke this for the money, not buy a Veil card now, and in future have much more chance to. I think, yeah, let's play it safe. We'll just evoke this for a money, and I'm going to just put the Veil Bearer straight there. So that has got 1, 2, 3 helmets on it. And there's another helmet for here, so I get 1 of each for the Veil Bearer, and then 1, 2, 3 green from the Nymph. So that's a really good card to come out. Unfortunately, can't buy a Veil this turn, but I think that's going to be okay. So Beast Brother's going to go. Oh, I get to discard a card actually first. Ooh, a great turn. How much money is this turning into? 12. I still haven't upgraded my leader. And, oh, it's my turn straight away? That maybe the Beast Brother spoiled or something. Okay, then. So we've got 12. It's tempting to go for a Night Vale Custodians, isn't it? Although the Sunshard Custodian just gets you the 2 points and earns you a point at the end, rather than losing you 1 from the Night Vale Custodians. I would really like 14 and get both of these on the same card, even. Okay, so... Yeah, can I afford a Veil? I've got a brown and a wild. I could afford this Roost Veil. Yeah, I don't want to spoil with all these cards out, do I? So that's the only Veil I can afford, so we'll just grab that. And, oh, I could have the Night Vale Custodians and the Sunshard Custodian. Yeah, let's grab those together. And I'll put them on a blank card because there is an advancement in the game that doubles all of the points you gain from the card, all of the blue points. I don't know if that's going to come out this game, but yeah, I could leave a little gap for it, and that would be doubled to 8 points whenever that card comes out. But yeah, it's kind of a trade-off because spreading them out, you're just more likely to draw a good card on your turn, aren't you? Whereas if you bump them all up, you'll have an amazing turn when that finally comes out, but maybe not so great turns until then. Okay, another 2 points as well. I think, yeah, I'm keeping up. Red isn't steaming ahead, has maybe just bust again. It's got quite a big turn coming up there. Okay, so I've just got 3 mana and a yellow. There's nothing I particularly want to buy. I think I'm going to risk pushing. So I've got 4 money now. The reason I might not want to push is because I don't want... If I push and spoil, this card would be lost, so I would lose out on 2 points. But if I pushed and it was successful, I'd be able to buy one of these cards, one of these Veils. And I would have 4, 5, 6 money to buy maybe the Plough. We've got to push. Yes, it worked out as well. Okay, I'm not pushing any further than that. So for Veils, treat all of your browns as if they were wild. Or, if you were to spoil, you can discard this card to cancel all decay from a card that isn't from a cursed land. I don't think I've got decay that isn't from a cursed land, so I'm going to go for the Heavenlight Portal. And I have got my ability. I can spend 2 money to gain a point whenever I like. But I think I'm going to go for... I haven't got anything with a helmet on. I've got Entguard, level 1 advancement from the card, gain a helmet. So I could put that on and help the Dawnsinger gain more helmets. No, I'm going to go for the Plough. And yeah, it's going to have to go on a decay card because I want to reserve that space for more helmet symbols if I can get them. Except for a drink. Oh no. The Beast Brothers are going for my strategy, aren't they? I saw him get loads of helmets on his cards just then. Oh, I'm missing out. Yeah, there is still a part of Mystic Vale. It's just if the stuff comes out perfectly on your turn, then you're going to get an advantage. But yeah, there's still stuff to think about beyond that. Again, not a great turn. I don't really want to spend 3 money on anything. I wouldn't mind if I spoiled, really. I've got 5 now. I could grab the Hulking Thornhide. It's got a decay on it, unfortunately. But it's got 3 points whenever it comes out. We'll wait for the Growth Tender. A growth for every helmet on the card. But yeah, no helmets out here right now. We could go for Call of the Hunt. Again, that's 6 though. And if I push and spoil, I'll lose all of this mana for next turn. Whereas if I get it though, I could have another Night Vale Custodians. Oh, let's push. Oh wow, so a growth's come out, so worked out perfectly. I can discard a card. Oh, this is turning into a big turn for me. I've got another growth's come out. Here we go. So yeah, I don't want to push that any further. I've got 13 mana and loads of Veil symbols. Unfortunately, they're mostly green, so I haven't got the variety I need for these expensive level 2s. So when bought, you can turn your token to the active side. I like that. If you were to spoil, discard this card and gain a... Oh, I'll probably get both of these. You can buy 2 Veils, remember? So I'm going to get that so I can flip that over. And... Can I use it right away? Because I could get a couple more greens. I don't need a couple more greens, though, do I? So if you were to spoil, discard this to gain a growth, or just 2 points. I'm going to go 2 points. Okay, and I've got 13 money. Again, I'm averse to just grabbing more decay, but I could get the Growth Tender and put him in the middle there, and there's 3 helmets on that card. That's 3 growth from him. Yes, definitely. So I've got 7 more money, so I could buy this Night Vale Custodians. Haven't got a great place to put it. I could just pop it on this card, and 4 points as well. I think that's come out quite nicely. And yeah, straight out with some points here. 4 more points. The victory point pool is the timer for the game, and it's running out fast. So do I want to push here? What could I buy with 4 money? I could get the Moonwolf, 2 mana and a point. It's got a helmet on for the future, maybe, if I get another card. It's just, yeah, the game's kind of winding down, and there isn't really time for that. I've only got a green Veil symbol. Did I get the card that gives me a growth? No, I didn't get that. I could just... What I could do is, I could just buy a Fertile Soil, and then I can use my ability to spend 2 money to get a point. And hope that this all keeps me in the lead, buying all of these points. Now, if Beast Brothers does empty out the victory point pool, I do still get a turn. You play until you've had equal turns. I'm not earning any points right now, though, so I'm not going to be ending the game unless I get more cards. So again, with 4, I can buy a point. I can buy a Fertile Soil and a point again. But no Veil symbols. But just spoiling doesn't gain me as much because I've already got this primed and ready. If I could end the game, that would be great, but yeah, that's not happening this round. I could upgrade him. How many points is upgrading him worth? It's worth 2 points to upgrade him. Yeah, let's do that. And he's got his power when he comes out again, if he is going to come out again before the end. Beast Brothers. What's he going to do with his turn 14? Oh, I get to discard and do all of this stuff. Oh, it's my future 19 mana now. And I haven't even got a Leyline Overflow. I think there is one available here. Leyline Overflow is great. After determining your total mana, double it. It has got a decay on it, but that is great. If you can grab all 3 of these, you can get into like 300 mana territory. And that is useless, of course, because you can only buy 3 things if you've got something that lets you buy 3 things. But there is a Veil, and there is an advancement that lets you convert money into points. 2 money for every point. So if you can get like 300 money, it'll work out great. So again, it's a bit too late for this, but the Lifebringer Seed cancels all of the decay on a card. So you can fill up a card with something like Creeping Mold that gives you 6 points, but the downside, it's got 2 decay on it. Combine that with a Lifebringer Seed, and everything's groovy, isn't it? So we've got the Ent Elder here. Load of symbols and 2 points. Am I ending the game? I'm ending the game, so it doesn't really matter about planning for the future and stuff. So I'm just going to go. I'm not going to push my luck, because I've got nothing to recover from if I bust. I am just simply going to think about Overgrowth here is worth 5 points. So I'm just gonna grab Overgrowth. And oh, there's the Veil I was talking about. You may discard this to gain a point per 2 that you have available to spend, and you don't have to spend that money. There is an advancement that lets you spend the money for points as well. So now I have 11 money. What's the best thing? It's probably 2 points. I could just get the Hawk for 4 and have those points. Yeah, let's get an Ent Elder as well, and then I can still buy a point with 2 mana there. And then up at the top here, we really just need to disregard everything that doesn't get me points. We've got the Verdant Valley over here is 6 points, so definitely go for that. And these just don't give you any more points. I didn't use this. I should have evoked this actually. I've missed a trick. I should have. Is my Growth Tender out? Yes. I should have evoked this in the planting phase and given my Grove Tender 2 more symbols. That would have been 2 more growth. I would have got even more cards out and maybe been able to buy 2 of these things, maybe even the 12-point throne room. But I was getting ahead of myself a bit, so we'll just buy a Veil that isn't really going to do anything. Now, when you buy something with a wild symbol, it lets you choose what you want to spend in case you're saving these for something else. In this case, it's my second Veil, so I'm not hanging on for stuff. So I am the last player, and I am going to empty the victory point pool. So this is the last turn. So here we go. Well, you can still see what you're drawing. There is a card that does something after the final turn, but that didn't come out, so the final result is me with 44 and Beast Brothers with just 25. And you can look through your decks at the end, so you can look at your level 3 cards you had and your level 2 Veils. I only managed 1 level 2 Veil. And you can look through at what you ended up with and what the Beast Brothers was going for. I think they did get quite a few helmet symbols on top of each other, but like kind of useless things. Even though this is nearly the hardest level of difficulty, you shouldn't be doing this. Level 1 advancements gain helmet, and he's got no level 1 advancements on there. What did he do? I thought he had cards loaded with helmet symbols. Maybe it was just these that I was seeing. And he's got another one. Everything with level 1 gains a helmet. But anyway, there we go. Let's not get wrapped up in that. That is Mystic Vale, the digital edition. I think it is done very, very well. Obviously, like with loads of digital adaptations, it's missing the tactile nature of the game and the beautiful gimmick of Mystic Vale of crafting these cards with, you know, the clear acetate sheets that you're sliding in. That is still infinitely more satisfying to do physically, but in terms of, and again you could say this about a lot of digital board games, in terms of just pick up and play, you know, no setup at all, it's right there, and having an AI opponent to play against that is sometimes very, very devious and very, very good. If one of the lost Mystic Vales comes out, then there's one where I got beaten by about 100 points when I was trying to do this. Luckily the sound was bad and it didn't get used. But yeah, I think this is one of the best board game adaptations, just because it's keeping the core right there. It all functions very, very well. It's good with its prompts for you to make choices, even though I still miss things through speeding on ahead. And yeah, I really like the presentation of it as well. The kind of blown up art, the very, very clear text on all of the cards, and the animations and sounds of them as well. It's just done really, really nicely. And the one downside of Mystic Vale is that because I have played this so much, partly because of just kind of falling in love with Mystic Vale again, and partly because I've had an accident and I'm only one-armed, so I can't really get many games out myself to set up, then I, only temporarily of course, then yeah, this has been great, and I've spent a ton of time playing it. And because of that though, the cards from the base game and the first 3 expansions I'm pretty well versed in by now. Not that I'm great at strategizing, I've just seen them a ton. So when we got the physical game out the other day, I made sure to, you know, pick cards from the future expansions that we've got and not really played yet, because I've only bought it again recently. But yeah, the one downside is I would like more of those expansions in. I would like to see all of that new stuff, all of these new exciting ideas that are brought into the later expansions, which again, I haven't really seen much of yet, but cards that are conditional. So like, if this card's got 2 decay on it, then this advancement does all of these extra things. Level 4 advancements that do crazy things, but cost a load of mana, cost like 30, 40 mana. There the solo mode of fighting the nemesis that I haven't had a chance to play yet, but really looking forward to that when things get all better. But anyway, hope that gave you an idea yourself of whether or not you would be interested in trying out Mystic Vale digitally. I'm sure that you can beat the Beast Brothers much better than I did. Oh, and there's competitive play as well. There's online play. You can play remote play on Steam, so if you've bought it, I think they have to be in your house, like other computers on your network can kind of join in and play along with you without needing to buy it again. I don't think that's on the mobile apps, but interestingly, the mobile apps are way cheaper than the Steam version. I did get this in one of the Steam sales. But yeah, the game and the expansions is way cheaper on iOS than it is on Steam. But anyway, with all this blathering done, thank you for watching, and I will see you for the next game. Bye, everyone.